Hi there people, I'm here again with my blog. It's the 2nd of August and I've got a nice blog for you. Just going to be the usual thing. I'm not going to go on too long because I've got to do another show tonight. I'm doing a podcast with my daddy-o, Catman Jack. We're doing the rockin' and rollin', bopping and strolling 50s hop. Jumping and jiving, mustn't forget the jumping and jiving and the bopping and strolling. I missed one out. Rockin' and rolling, bopping and strolling. I don't know. Lots of dance manoeuvres must be performed while you're listening to my dad's podcast. But in this blog, first I'm going to give you some history. On this day, in 216 BC, the Carthaginian general Hannibal annihilates a Roman army at the Battle of Cannae, killing 60,000. That's not 60,000, is it? Why is this 5? Hold on, that's not a right number, is it? If it's 60, then a comma, and then 4 zeros, that's not 60,000, is it? That's
6,000. It should be.
Well, if it was 6,000, it'd be
in the wrong way.
Yeah,
60,000.
yeah, I think so. There's either an extra zero.
60, comma. 60. If it's 60,000, 60, comma 3 O's.
Yeah, 3 O's, but it's not. It's 60, comma, then 4 O's. That doesn't make sense, does it? That sure doesn't make sense. Unless it's trying to be 600,000. Maybe it's going to be 600,000 and the commas are all. I don't understand that.
60,000.
Yeah, 60,000 would be 60, comma 000, wouldn't it? They put
Mr. Note.
Well, they put an extra note in, or
Put in a note with a 6.
Yeah.
They put it at the back.
It's definitely not right. Anyway, whatever. They killed an indeterminate amount of people, quite a lot of them. Anyway, in the year 1100, William II Rufus is killed by an arrow shot by Walter Tyrrell while hunting in the New Forest. Ooh. And in the year 1990, Iraqi forces invade neighbouring Kuwait using a long-running border dispute as justification. And then we use that as justification to go and get warred on them and get their oil and all that kind of stuff. And then we had another war a few years later, just for good measure. All right. Now we have Poetry Corner. Random poem. This one, I just clicked random. It's called Constancy to an Ideal Object by Samuel Taylor Coleridge. He's quite well known. He did the Roman Ancient Mariner, which I made the song about. He did from 1772 to 1834. Right. Since all that beat about in nature's range, or veer or vanish, why shouldst thou remain, the only constant in a world of change? O yearning thought that lives but in the brain, call to the hours, that is the distance play, the fairy people of the future day. Fond thought, not one of all that shining swarm, will breathe on thee with life-enkindling breath, till when, like strangers sheltering from a storm, hope and despair meet in the porch of death. Yet still thou haunt'st me, and though well I see, she is not thou, and only thou art she. Still, as though some dear embodied good, some living love before my eyes there stood, with answering look a ready ear to lend, I mourn to thee and say, ah, loveliest friend, that this the meed of all my toils might be, to have a home, an English home, and thee. Vain repetition, home and thou are one, the peaceful's cot the moon shall shine upon. Lulled by the thrush and wakened by the lark, without thee were but a becalmed bark, whose helmsman on an ocean waste and wide sits mute and pale, his mouldering helm beside. And art thou nothing? Such thou art as when the woodman winding westward up the glen, at wintry dawn, where o'er the sheep's track maze the viewless snow mist weaves a glistening haze, sees fall before him, gliding without tread, an image with a glory round its head. The enamoured rustic worships its fair hues, nor knows he makes the shadow he pursues. That was an old bloody mouthful, wasn't it? That was a mouthful.
Yeah.
Did you know that one?
No,
But you didn't.
I don't know that poetry, but
Constancy to an Ideal Object by Samuel Taylor Coleridge. That was quite long.
that's what I did.
Yeah. Right, and that's enough from me. That's my blog for the day. You've had a good poem there. I poem the heck out of you.
Jesus, there's nothing there.
Oh no, look. Daddy's got the blinking Jägermeister out and we're going to drink later while we're doing this show and there's hardly any left. Oh no. Shock horror, we've barely got enough for a fat one each. Oh well, never mind. Anyway, I'm off till tomorrow. Be back again tomorrow with my blog.